TalkManRadio Fantasy Football Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to TalkManRadio Fantasy Football Podcast. This is our Saturday pregame. We're going to go over the games, give you picks, and that's it. We'll get you in and out. We saw the Thursday game. That was great. It was great for your wide receivers, not for the quarterbacks that played. And one running back did good, and one running back did bad. Not what you expected, but you know what happened in that game. Let's tell you what's going to happen in this game. In these games coming up. First, we're going to do Indianapolis at Tennessee. I like Tennessee in this game. If you are looking for a defense or want to grab one that you think is going to be good, Tennessee's defense looks really good this year. If they're still out there, I was able to pick them up in one league. They were just sitting there, so I grabbed them. That beats the Steelers' defense I had. Ugh. So if you're looking to pick somebody up, go with Tennessee. If Delaney Walker's still out there, grab him. In the Indianapolis side, pretty much everybody's gone from those teams. So unless you want to pick up the defense there, meh. I do like Darius Leonard, but that's it for that game. I do like Tennessee to win the game overall. Jacksonville at Houston, we've got not a lot going on here. Maybe the Jacksonville defense plays big. I see them getting dropped all over the place. They were like, a high pick. People jumped on them in like the 12th round to pick them and then dropped them after week one if they played the highest scoring offense in the league. So if you get a chance, see if they're out there, grab them. In terms of Houston, I think they're going to win the game overall. I'm not going to get into the picks yet, but that's it. That's all I think about for that game. San Francisco, again with the playing defense. Back to the old defensive days of, who was again? Navarro Bowman, and when they had those really good linebackers. And, they were good. They're number one defense again with all those takeaways and touchdowns. So I don't know if that's going to be sustainable, but why not? If your defense put up like 1 point like mine did last week, why not take a look at them? In terms of Cincinnati, all the wide receivers are gone. You can pick up Giovanni Bernard if you want. I'm not sure if they've announced that Joe Mixon's playing. He may be a game-time decision, but if you need a running back, throw him in there. They are at home. Next game, Seattle. Oh, by the way, I like San Fran in that game. Seattle at Pittsburgh. They say Roethlisberger's going to have a big game. I don't know. Seattle defense is good. Not as good as they used to be, but they're still good. I think they can get exposed on the back end. They did last week. I would, if you have to start Roethlisberger, I guess you can. I don't know about his wide receivers though. I'm waiting for James Washington to overtake Dante Moncrief. I've been saying it for years. The guy stinks. He showed it last week. Three catches for 7 yards on 10 targets. Double-digit targets. What are you doing? So I dropped him already. I don't think he's going to make it, despite the text he gets from Ben Roethlisberger. But I'd stash James Washington for a while and see what happens if you have room. But I like Pittsburgh in the game at home. Coming off that big loss, I think they're going to come back and beat up on Seattle. Next, Dallas at Washington. I like Dallas. Randall Cobb's still out there. See if you can grab him up if, I know they're throwing the ball around there a lot more now. So he could be useful. He's getting targets. In terms of Washington, McLaren, or whatever that guy's name is, he's probably picked up. Adrian Peterson, if he's still out there, he's probably picked up, though. Or Case Keenum, if you think he's going to sustain this and you need a quarterback. Maybe. I don't know, but I like Dallas in the game anyway. New England at Miami. Miami, if you go and look, you can go get anybody on that team if you want. Go ahead. Have a ball with that one. I think there are 3 guys from that team that I saw in my one league. I didn't even check the other league. I like New England in this game. If you're going to start it, I think Sony Michel they ran the ball all over the place. So Sony Michel looks like a good play if you're looking to start an extra flex or something like that. Minnesota at Green Bay. They threw the ball 10 times last week. I like Green Bay at home, even though Minnesota does like to run the ball. and hold the ball, run it, and run out the clock. So, and their defense is good. This is the way they got to the championship game 2 years ago. Guy threw 10 passes. I do think Devontae Adams has a bounce back game in this one. If you're looking to go a little deeper, maybe Jamal Williams. I'm not sure. Just take Green Bay and start whoever you have on Green Bay. It's a tough Minnesota defense, so I'd stay with anybody Aaron Rodgers is throwing to. Forget the Jamal Williams thing. Next, Chargers at Detroit. I like Detroit. Screw it. I like Detroit at home. Their defense kind of coughed it up in the end. They just gave it right up to a rookie quarterback. Now they're going to play against the Chargers, but I think they're better than that. I think Matthew Stafford has some real weapons out there. He's got Danny Amendola, who, if he's still out there, you can grab him. He had 7 for 104 and a touchdown, I think, last week, if he's still out there. Stafford threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. So they could be onto something in Detroit. They could be building on something. He's the quarterback there, and there's nobody behind him. So it's not like they're grooming somebody else. They got shit behind him. So if you're looking for a quarterback and a wide receiver and a hookup, I already told you about T.J. Hawkinson. I like him, but he's gone already. But Danny Amendola may still be there. So check that out. And if you're looking for a quarterback who could sustain it, Matthew Stafford. For the game, I'll take Detroit. Buffalo at the Giants. There's no way Buffalo's the favorite in this game. There's no way Buffalo should be a favorite on the road yet. They won one game and they beat a crappy team whose quarterback is mono now. How that happened. Anyway, I like the Giants in this game. Again, I know what I did last week. I like the Giants. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nobody really. I mean, you don't know if Sterling Shepard's going to play, so you could maybe go for Cody Latimer or whoever the other wide receiver out there is. But it looks like they're throwing the ball to the tight end, Ingram. In terms of Buffalo, I kind of like Cole Beasley a little bit, getting the underneath routes in PPR. But for the game, I'll take the Giants. Arizona at Baltimore. I'll take Baltimore in that game. I think they just got too much of a complete team for Arizona. I don't like anybody on Arizona this week. And all the guys on Baltimore are probably gone. Maybe Willie Snead if you really want to pick somebody up. Kansas City at Oakland. I like Kansas City. I think best case scenario, Josh Jacobs has a decent game. Maybe gets a touchdown. But Mecole Hardman or Demarcus Robinson, grabbing the guys who will be taking over for Tyreek Hill, that's a way to go and a way to start them. I'm not thrilled with Oakland's defense. Even though they played well, that kid who's supposed to be really good, he's already hurt and out for the year. Abram, I think it was. So I like Kansas City. Chicago at Denver. I like Denver in this game. Specifically with defense. Again, with the defense, because their defense knows Chicago's offense because the guy who coached for them coached for them last year. So if you're looking for a play, Denver defense. The Chicago offense, I don't know what's going on with them. I got David Montgomery on my team. I'm benching him until they figure out what to do with him. They said this guy doesn't know the offense, but they don't want to play him in the preseason, so what the hell? Really, what the hell? So we're going to go with Denver. Screw Chicago until they figure out what's going on with their heads. Nah, screw all that. New Orleans at Rams. I like the Rams in this one. They beat them last year. They'll beat them this year. Hoping that Brandon Cooks has a bounce back game. We'll see. For New Orleans, everybody gets their touches in there. It's going to be a lot of Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. And hopefully the Rams, with all their weapons, pull it out. Hopefully you can get some Brandon Cooks because I have him on both leagues. So we'll see what happens. But I like the Rams in that game. Philly at Atlanta, like Philly. I think Wentz tears his team up. Atlanta hasn't beaten them in like 3 years. Not a good way to start. And they're 0-1. They could be 0-2. They probably could be 0-2. Cleveland at the Jets on Monday night. I like the Jets in this one. I'm not sold on Cleveland yet, even though they're playing the Jets and the Jets are not great, and they're starting a backup quarterback. I don't like Cleveland. Jameson Crowder had 17 targets last week. I don't expect him to get 17 targets again, but I do expect Le'Veon Bell to get a lot of rushing and targets. For Cleveland, you have Odell. You have Chubb, you have all the guys out there. Just start them and see what happens. But that's what I think of those games. So those are the games all week. Let's get into some gambling.
Fucking degenerate, you.
So we gave you the Thursday night game. The book and the old man picked the winner, and I picked the loser again. Keep being contrarian to their picks, and I keep coming up short. So we're not going to do that anymore. So in terms of last week, the old man was 3-1. The old man gave you 3 winners and 1 loser if you include Thursday night. The book went 2-2, including a winner Thursday night, and I went 1-3 with a lose on Thursday and 2 more losses on Sunday. Yeah, I'm starting off the season good, really good. So let's go with the guy who's leading the pack. We'll go with the old man. The old man gave you Tampa Bay +6 on Thursday. He's going to give you New York Giants +2 on Sunday. Minnesota +2.5, and Denver +2.5. Those are still. Let me double check the odds. I think they're still the same. Yep, 2.5 and 2. Denver is now 2. Let me change that. Denver's 2. So, that's the old man's picks. The book has the Giants +2. Everybody seems like the Giants +2. Washington +5.5. Let me double check that. Make sure that's still 5.5. Yes, it is. And Oakland +7. And that is the same. He loves his home dogs. I will be giving you the Giants +2. We all like the Giants +2. It's a gold star pick. Tennessee -3. Oh, -3.5 now. As of Saturday night. And the Jets +6.5 at home. I like the Jets. I'm just going to go against Cleveland. People are going to, until they start bringing the lines down to what it should be, I'm going to go against Cleveland the whole time. Those are the picks. Well, that's the show. Thank you for listening. Good luck tomorrow. And don't forget, every Friday night, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the TalkMan Radio Show live. We talk about fantasy football. We give our football picks. We do some other fun stuff. Check it out on 12 Ounce Sports Radio online. So that's the show. Thank you for listening. Good luck tomorrow. I'll see you next week.
Hey, thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow TalkMan Radio on Facebook and Twitter, and kill that like button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, everyone's team sucks but mine.